Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of For the Fans podcast, where we are here, all four of us this week, because Tyler was a
Uh,
little busy doing something
Oh,
from his favorite game last week.
I think that was an
Wait,
invitation,
what?
Tyler, to elaborate.
Yes, that
I was
was.
in Vegas sports gambling. Is that what we're talking about?
What?
And what happened after was probably the bigger part of it. But then, yeah, sure. Gambling in
Yes.
Vegas.
Eventually, after that trip, I made my way to a little town in a nowhere village in a nowhere state where nothing important happens. So, other than
Also known
apparently they were good, a slightly better football team, but
also known as Foxborough, Massachusetts.
also known as Foxborough,
I would
Massachusetts.
like to point out that the end score of that game, the Falcons once again scored 23.
They did indeed. What do you know?
At least it wasn't 28.
True.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know that 23 has much value other than
It's
there's
the
a 3 in
it's
it,
the
but
second part of the score. 28-3.
okay,
Wow,
you're
that was a
really
stretch.
stretching.
That was a stretch.
Anytime there's a 3 or an 8 in it, we do.
I mean, this was just a great two. And then look, 2 and 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 28-3. There we go.
Oh boy, the mental
my.
gymnastics.
The guy sitting behind me leaned forward and he was like, "Hey, are you cool?" And I was like, I like to think so." And he's like, "So if the game ends 28-3, how mad will you be?" I said, "I'd laugh with you." And he said, "Cool."
There you go. I like it.
I had a few Patriots fans that definitely I wouldn't say were offensively rude, but could have maybe we're not great winners.
They heckled you a little bit.
They did a little bit, but it was a really good time. Really enjoyed the game. Really, and honestly, Foxborough was absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful
Yeah, I
time of
believe
year
it.
to be there. Holy cow!
Oh yeah, New England in the fall. Heck yeah, man. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, loved it.
Yeah,
Loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting weekend, I would say, around the NFL. We're going to kind of be talking about some of these matchups here that just really had some definite impact as far as what the future for the season is going to look like. So with that, let's kick it off here for some of our big games from week 9. Matt, lead us off here with Sunday night football. Between the Seahawks and the Commanders. Obviously, there's one big thing that jumps out from this game. But beyond that, it was a drub fest. But let's dive into it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so pick this game for obviously the obvious reason because it's a hot button and it's just wild that literally the Commanders just can't have anyone walk off the field without getting injured every game. But honestly, I thought like this game would have been a little bit better than what it was. I think what really
little
sealed
closer.
it early was like the second quarter where the Seahawks just put up 24 and it was just game over after that.
Yeah.
But I honestly was like, okay, this is gonna be a good game. We'll see what happens. See if the Seahawks can be good on the road. Is Sam Darnold gonna suck it up? What's he gonna do? And he actually played well. And so it was just one of those games I was hoping to be better, but it was just a beating.
Here's a follow-up question for you on that. Sorry, Tyler, you go first, and then I'll jump into my follow-up question because I feel like mine's going to be a bit of a hot take.
You're good. I was going to say, I was trying to find the number and I couldn't find it quick enough, but I was like, they scored 3 times in like 2 minutes or something insane.
Yeah.
Like, I was blown away by that game. But anyway, go ahead, McKay.
I will admit that, yeah, so I did not catch the Sunday night football game. I had just kind of tuned in, peeking in here and there, and obviously when I saw the score had been run up in the second quarter, I kind of went, whoa, what did I miss? And then obviously you guys remember looking at our group chat, it was Shane had actually posted the image of Jaden Daniels' elbow at the end of the game. And I thought it was kind of a joke. I thought it was either AI or it was like people were talking about how weird Jaden Daniels' elbow looked before he got drafted. And I was like, is this a joke in reference to his pre-draft elbow look? And Shane's like, No, here's the actual video. His elbow is toast. And yeah,
I
that
saw
was
the picture because that was the first thing that I saw because I wasn't watching it and I was getting updated by other friends and I got the picture and I'm just like, what? And everyone's like, is this real? Like, where's the video? And the guy then is like, we're waiting on a video, and then a minute later he's like, video, and I'm like, oh gosh.
It's really funny because I showed the injury to my wife. And I don't know why I keep doing this. Maybe just because I think it's funny just to see her reactions.
I do the
My
same
wife,
thing. I watched it.
she's got a bit of a background and interest in medical career and stuff like that. So normally, like the sort of like gross, gory things that you see in an operating room and stuff like that. My wife is like, oh yeah, that's interesting. She's not grossed out by it at all. But sports injuries, man, she sees those. Like I showed her Tyreek Hill's injury, I showed her Jane Daniels' injury, and she's like, I'm gonna throw up,
Did you
sort
show
of
her the
thing.
Alex Smith leg?
Oh no.
Oh.
No, but she's seen that. She's seen one similar because Joe Theismann. They show that clip in The Blind Side. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about like his recovery pictures when it was like black and swollen and ugh.
Oh, that'd be one to see. That's true. I have not.
Ugh.
But anyway, okay. So I gotta get to my question here. That might be a little bit of a hot take with this game. So before we move on to the next one, and that is so it's a game that's not going to be brought up in a recap here, but it's one that I did watch, and that was Steelers and Colts. And we talked about this a little bit before we went on air about the many mistakes that Daniel Jones made. Like 5 of the 6 turnovers that the Colts committed were on Daniel Jones. I feel like that disappointment that occurred dropped Daniel Jones out of the running as a dark horse MVP candidate. With Jones out, do we insert Darnold in there as that dark horse MVP candidate based off this most recent performance on Sunday Night Football?
I think Darnold
100%.
conversation for a while.
I think he should definitely be in the running just because he's had great years back to back.
True.
Remember
Very
when
true.
Sam Darnold saw ghosts and everyone thought that he was just like the worst quarterback?
Shane, here's the history trivia question for you here. What do you think was the moment that changed Sam Darnold's career, where all of a sudden he became really good and he became that quarterback that everyone thought he was going to be coming out of his time in college at USC?
Oh, jeez. When he left the Jets and the Panthers, I would say.
And what team did he go to before he went to the Vikings?
Oh, gosh.
I got the answer for you here. He was the backup to Brock Purdy during their run to the Super Bowl. He was learning. He learned in the Kyle Shanahan system, and that is why he became good again. That will do it. You got to give Shanahan his flowers on that. Yeah.
Yeah, you could throw basically any quarterback in the Shanahan system and it would work.
Oh, it's true. I mean, look what Mac Jones is doing right now.
So true.
I mean, and not to say that, Matt Ryan was a scrub before, Shanahan was at the Falcons, but when Shanahan was his OC, Matt Ryan won an MVP.
And almost won the Super Bowl.
Well,
They choked it.
Almost. But we'll get to choking again here when we come up on my recap. But Tyler, let's talk about yours here first. Falcons and Patriots. You regale us with your actual physical presence at this game.
There I was in section 257 when Parker Romo somehow missed an extra point. And instead of taking the game into overtime, we unfortunately witnessed a loss by one freaking point. But the big takeaway, honestly, from this game for me is I think Patriots need to be concerned. I think pretty much everyone went into this game thinking this should be pretty good win for the Patriots. The Falcons have not looked good in the past couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And I don't think the second half of this game was especially tight looking for the Patriots. I think they needed to show more if they're going to be a postseason caliber team. And I didn't see that from them in this game.
Matt, sound off, and then Shane and I can play intermediaries on this.
Oh, boy.
I was waiting all week for this.
I'm waiting all Sunday for an update.
No, it was a good game.
I
Let him
just
enjoy
wanted
the game.
The live score
He didn't need
updates.
Let him enjoy the
No.
game.
I turned off
Yeah.
my phone because I was like, I just wanted to sit here and enjoy. This might be the only NFL game I will ever go to. I'm not going to be on my phone the whole
Wait,
time.
in your life, you
I turned it off, put it in my
You've never
pocket.
been to an NFL game before?
Nope.
Oh
I never have
my
either.
Goodness. Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The
never,
heck?
ever.
Ah.
I feel a little bit bad now. I've been to like 12.
Yeah.
None of you have ever been to a Super Bowl, though.
No.
No,
Oh,
I'm not rich. You kidding me?
To
Oh,
be
I got
fair-
in
Super
free.
Bowl,
I got in
McKay.
free.
To be fair,
Yeah, Super Bowl 49, remember?
didn't you like play marching
Wait,
band or something?
remind me.
Was that it?
Yeah, Shane, say that again.
It was a marching band thing?
Yeah, so no, it was pregame tailgate sort of thing. I wish I could say it was like an actual marching band thing, but because people from my school that were in marching band actually got to be on the field for the halftime show for Katy Perry. They were part of the Pepsi logo thing. That was not me. I didn't get to be part of that, but I got to do a little thing with a band at the very beginning during pregame, and then sneak into the game afterwards, which ended up being an amazing game. I mean, come on, this is the Malcolm Butler interception. This is Super Bowl 49
Oh,
here.
boy.
It's one of the best Super
Yeah.
Bowls in history.
yeah.
Dang. That's cool.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Pete Carroll should have ran it at the one.
I was talking about this with some guy today too, because he was okay. I might as well jump into it here a little bit. Obviously, you guys knew I might find a way to bring it up here at some point. I was actually planning on doing it with the Packers and Panthers game, and I probably still will anyway. But a guy I was talking to today at the grocery store saw the shirt that I'm wearing right now, which is an LA Dodgers shirt. And
Oh, boy.
he was talking obviously about that epic Game 7 that took place, and he asked me, he was like, did you go to a postseason game? And I'm like, dude, standing room tickets for the World Series in Los Angeles were like $1,600. Like, no. And he was like, well, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm a big Seahawks fan. He's like, I dropped $5,000 to go to Super Bowl 49. And I was like,
Oh my
uh-huh.
gosh.
And I was like, how'd that go for you? Seeing Marshawn Lynch not get the ball at the
Yeah.
end zone. He was like, I don't want to talk about it.
I
He's
have
like,
a
that will
s-
haunt me for the rest of my days.
I have a Seahawks friend, and he's still a little bitter about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So in regards though to what you said, Tyler, and then Matt, feel free to chime in this. I do feel inclined to agree with Tyler to an extent, to the point of I think to myself, the Patriots, it's a decent looking team, but they have benefited, which we have said since the beginning of the season, once the schedule is released, the Patriots benefit from a bit of a comfy, forgiving schedule. Now, the rest of the team, I want to say that the rest of the Patriots team kind of needs to get on board with the show if they want to make a run in the playoffs. Drake May's there. Yeah, he's still got some development to do, you know what I mean? He's only his second year and stuff like that, but he's looking good. I do believe, though, that if the Patriots want to get to the point where it's like, yeah, they get past, the first round or whatever it is, or even the second round, yeah, they got to lock in. Otherwise, I see them having an early exit.
Agreed. And I think honestly, the next game for them is probably arguably the most important game for the rest of the season for them. I think the Bills will, no, I'm going to say the Bills is going to be the most important. I'm going to say this is probably the second most important.
Yeah,
I think the Buccaneers are going to be a big game for them. I think it's going to be show or die. Obviously, the Bills is going to be a huge one for them. If they can take 2 against the Bills, I mean, that's awesome.
Right. Matt, questions, comments, concerns?
Lots.
Oh boy.
So it's going around, and I get it. You want to press the panic button, okay, but everyone needs to chill. It's
I
one.
don't think
game.
it's a press the panic button.
It's not.
It's one bad game, and everyone always just forgets the fact that they manhandled the Bills in the Bills Stadium early this year, and this was before they caught traction. So I think one is
Manhandled
the point
by
that Tyler
fate.
made. No, they up until the very end. Get out of here with that.
Okay. Go
Get
ahead.
outta
Go
here.
ahead.
We're always different. We
But-
always say that.
Yeah, but I think to Tyler's point, I think they thought this was gonna be just an easy win, and it was gonna be like a relaxing Sunday. Like they're not gonna have to try, and I think they got into the wrong mentality going into that game.
Yeah.
Now they have to figure out what the frick they're doing with running game. Like, I think I've been saying this for like 3-4 weeks now. It's like, okay, did like Trayvon Henderson sleep with Vrabel's wife or something? Because like, what is it? You know? So I think they'll be fine. Like, will they have a couple of hiccups? Yeah, this week's going to be a huge showing, and I think if there's two outcomes. They get blown out by Tampa Bay. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be really rocky until the end of the year. But on the reverse side, what if they beat Tampa Bay in Tampa? Regardless if it's a touchdown or several touchdowns, does it put them into the category at that point that they're legit playoff team that have Super Bowl potential?
Yes.
So, again, it goes back to the point that I was trying to make. It's one game. They had one bad game. Pass it on. Move on to this week. Who cares? It's one lot, or it's one tight game. Who cares? Like, I think
I think
everyone's
that's a great mentality
overanalyzing
for a
it
fan.
just
Yeah.
because they hate the Patriots that much. Like, people are saying, "Oh yeah, he's out of the MVP conversation now too because he had one bad game." It's like, dude, if Mahomes was having the same year as May has, everyone would be saying that he's the MVP.
Mahomes is
Hands
the
down,
MVP.
he's the MVP. And it's like,
Not?
relax. Like, yeah, so I think everyone just needs to just bring it down a little bit and just let the next couple weeks play out.
What if
like-
I bring it up?
You know, if you want, hey, go right ahead. But me, yes, it is my team, but I just think there was a couple of errors, a couple of little issues they have to fix. They'll be fine, especially with Mike Vrabel at the helm. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, I
he's
think they'll
leaving
be
everyone
okay.
all this week going, what the heck was that, guys? Even after like the post-game locker room video of him, he was all like, that was a really close one, guys. We got it done, but we need to tighten up. Like, he said it really quick right then there, and then he did the whole, hey, here, these people did good, yada, yada, yada. So I know it was a point of emphasis, and I think they'll be fine. Shoe in Super Bowl? Not yet.
No, I think that's a good take. Decent enough
I like
take. Cool. Hey, I'm gonna move on here to Packers and Panthers here. So I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, but I think it merits importance because one, this continues to reinforce the idea that we don't know how good the Packers are because they've blown games to teams that they should have blown out of the water. I mean, the Browns are not good, but they beat the Packers. The Panthers, from what we've been seeing, yes, they're 5-4 right now, but we didn't expect the Packers to lose to the Panthers. And the Cowboys, as we've seen from Monday Night Football, are horrible, and yet the Packers tied with them. So the question is really, really, what is the ceiling for the Packers here at this point, based off this game where they lost on a walk-off field goal? Yes, I understand it was a low-scoring game, but here you have the Panthers that looked like they're trying to make something happen, and the Packers are kind of. I mean, this loss puts them a little bit farther behind than where they had hoped to be by this point. I mean, can you imagine if they had won this game because the Lions had lost? But now they're at the point where the Packers have lost. The Lions have lost, but the Bears and the Vikings both won. So now the NFC North race is getting a little more cramped as a result. Now, one thing I want to bring up, and then I'll turn it over to you guys if you want to add anything else to it here, is probably what happened in this game is it was a trap game. And when I say that, it was the Packers went into this game, Matt, kind of like what you were saying with the Patriots, and maybe they got a little like, oh yeah, we can handle the Falcons. We don't need to lock in for this. I think the Packers thought the same thing with the Panthers because they're thinking to themselves, at the Eagles next week. We've got to lock in for the Eagles. Let's just cruise to the Panthers and let's call it good. I'm going to make the comparison right now because someone did it on ESPN. It's basically what that one Blue Jays pitcher did, throwing a pitch to Miguel Rojas because he knew Shohei Ohtani was up on deck next. And Rojas belted that game-tying home run that eventually led through a series of crazy and lucky events for the Dodgers to win Game 7. So this is where I say it is at this point. The Packers, if they really want to stand a chance here, especially with Tucker Kraft now out for the season with a torn ACL, they have to win this game against the Eagles. Otherwise, they are going to have to look at the possibility of the division lead slipping and potentially something even more as some of their other competitors in their division start to make changes. I think the Lions are going to rebound from their loss here. The Bears got the Giants next week. It's possible. The odds aren't horrible for them to win that game. Bad offense or good offense. And Vikings, we don't know with McCarthy back. Anything could happen. All right, said my piece.
I think the Packers really have one impressive win this year. Because I think week 1, it's too early. I don't think a week 1 win against the Lions is too crazy. However, I do think last week's win against the Pittsburgh Steelers was an impressive win. I think just pretty much every other win this year has been meh for Green Bay. I'm not really impressed with Green Bay. I don't see anything here. Said my piece.
I'm going to open a can of worms here when I say that. The Green Bay Packers, oh man, I feel like Chris Collinsworth here, but the Green Bay Packers kind of remind me of the situation with the Kansas City Chiefs right now, where the Chiefs, you guys go look back at the record, Chiefs wins right now have all come against teams that are below 500, but their losses, flip the script. So it's the same reason that I'm not impressed with the Kansas City Chiefs here. I've said too much, Kane. Go ahead.
I'm actually surprised we're not talking about the Chiefs-Bills game. I was kind of surprised when I didn't see it on anyone's to-do list. But
I feel like we talk about the Chiefs too much.
We're trying to keep Matt on an even keel here tonight.
And I'm going to keep mine brief, honestly, just because I wanted to talk about a game. And I want to make it not a like, whoa, this was so surprising, blah, 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 because I feel like we covered a lot of those. I want to talk about the Ravens and the Dolphins in the sense of we got to see Lamar Jackson's return, the Ravens were looking good, and the Dolphins, I think it's time to give up on Tua. I think after the season Mike McDaniel's gone, they've already gotten rid of their GM. I think they just need to kind of... I'm surprised they didn't try to trade away some stuff to get draft picks to build their future, but... That's just me. I'm curious to see what the Dolphins are able to put together for the rest of the season and basically who's going to be the next coach for the Dolphins next year, because I don't think McDaniel's making it to next year.
Oh, yeah, no. They've said he will coach for the remainder of this year, but the fact that they had to release that says he's gone at the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. We'll get to that later. Go ahead. Sorry.
We'll get to it now. Go.
I just had more talk about coaching, but we don't have to get to coaching right now.
It'll probably
Unless you want me to. Well, do we think that McDaniels is still an NFL caliber coach?
I think he's a coordinator, not a head coach.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
He put up some impressive years at the very beginning. Is that just riding the system from before, or
I think he could potentially make a turn with some other team at some point in the future, but it may be a long time if it ever happens again.
I have a hard time grading his, earlier seasons with the Dolphins as impressive, just simply because in the 2 years that the Dolphins did make the playoffs, the first time was the 7th seed against a Bills team that really was not fit for the playoffs, despite getting the 2 seed that year. Because the Bills got spanked by the Bengals in the divisional round right after, and then the very next year, the Dolphins got the 6th seed, only to get clapped in freezing cold weather by the Kansas City Chiefs. And besides that, they haven't made the playoffs. Now, granted, I'll give Mike McDaniel his flowers because the Dolphins is kind of a dumpster fire organization. It's just not good anymore. So, he worked with what he had. I believe that Mike McDaniel probably would have lasted a lot longer in Miami if we had done a role reversal back in, the 2020 draft, where Goodell got up on stage and said the Miami Dolphins select Justin Herbert from the University of Oregon, and therefore the Chargers took Tua, turned the ball over.
Gosh.
I like that. I like that analysis.
Yeah.
I agree. I think he's mostly a coordinator. I see him going to help some offense somewhere, but
I think he'd be a good OC. Honestly, things don't shake out well for the Steelers. It wouldn't be the worst thing to dump Arthur Smith and make him go back to college or something like that, and then have McDaniel as the Steelers OC. Although I have a really hard time imagining the meshing of personalities between Mike Tomlin and Mike McDaniel. That would get weird.
It'd be very awkward. All right, let's dive into some of these matchups.
Yeah. Matt, start us off here, Steelers and Chargers. I'm excited for this game. This is what I'm going to be watching because, my son has now decided he's a Chargers fan.
Oh,
And he has decided that he hates the Steelers, too. We watched that game again. We watched that game between the Colts and the Steelers, and I was like, Caleb, you don't have a dog in this fight for either. Why are you cheering for the Colts? And he's like, because I hate the Steelers. I was like,
why does
okay.
he hate the Steelers?
good kid, good boy.
I don't hate it. I don't like the Steelers either. You got 6 rings. Who cares? You don't need another.
Oh, okay. Let's go back in time. Troy Polamalu, Steelers. That was a good time.
Yeah, for you, maybe.
I was not a Steelers fan. I loved watching Troy Polamalu highlights. I still do occasionally.
Yeah. No, I understand. It's like how I feel watching George Kittle play with the Niners right now. It's entertaining.
Valid.
But yeah, anyway, all I was going to say, it was a fun I'm looking forward to this game.
I'm picking this game just because we got the the Steelers from last week looking like their defense woke up, and so they could cause some problems, obviously with the Chargers offense and all the weapons they have and how they'll do with actually getting pressure from some like superstars and stuff like that. So I think this will be a good game. I think it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. I'm biased. Like, I don't care who wins, but I'd prefer the Chargers because it just puts them more points ahead of
The Chiefs. Go ahead and say, oh
teams.
My gosh.
Yep.
I wasn't going to say the Chiefs. I was going to say other teams. So,
And if we really wanted to do a punishment for our fantasy league, which I'm not saying we should have Matt just wear Chiefs gear for a full week.
yeah, you'll see me in the dumpster on fire after that.
Aren't you in last place in our league right now too, Matt?
I mean,
Yep.
Does it really matter? I think I'm tied.
No, because everyone makes the playoffs,
Yeah.
obviously.
My entire team basically died, and I'm just like, ugh, there's not good enough waiver pickups.
Yeah.
That's true. You sure spanked me in our 10-man, though, Shane.
Ugh.
Sorry, I just had to throw that in there. You kicked my butt.
Yep, that was. I was just gonna say, I'm like, this is the one week that I don't have to hear McKay go, I won all of my leagues. And I'm like,
It's true.
all except one.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, as a result of that, I looked at that 10-man results, what was it, the other day, and I was like, we have a 4-way tie for first place. I mean,
Yes, we do.
John, I get. He always is in the mix in the regular season. I'm happy that I'm still there. Shane, with that win, you get up in there. But Tyler, I got to say, where the heck did your wife come from? I did not expect with her roster to be tied for first place right now. And I was like, dang, okay, Shania, I see you.
My wife is so freaking funny when it comes to fantasy football. Like, I swear, she half the time is like, "Oh, this person sounds nice," and she'll take those people. Like, hardly does any research. And I swear, almost every year without fail, she has a solid team that goes somewhere. And I'm like, maybe I'm drafting wrong. Maybe I am. I have to stop and look at myself and say, you know what? I'm winning about 50-50. Shania's like 80-20. Maybe she's got something. Maybe I
It's
don't.
different. It's a different approach to it because Tyler, I feel like you're a lot more like Emily and I, where we turn into Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We got the big conspiracy theory board. We're like tweaking out over here, trying to make sure we make the right picks.
Right.
Me,
It'd be
meanwhile, I'm
really
currently
funny
looking at
if-
our open available players to see who I could drop, and I'm just like, man, I don't think I like any of them enough.
Yeah. Go ahead, Matt.
I think what the truth is, she's actually like a whiz kid with fantasy. She just doesn't want to embarrass you.
That's
a
probably
savant.
100% what it is. 100% a savant.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
will say,
I
speaking
love
of
it.
fantasy, in one of my leagues, I beat the undefeated dude of the league, and that felt very good, and it's looking like I may make the playoffs because of that. And there's actually a prize on the line for this one.
Nice.
Good for you. Good for you. In the keeper league that Tyler and I are both in, I've lost to the guy who's consistently in last place every year. I've lost to him twice this year already.
Dang.
Nice.
I won those in my
Which one is
keeper league.
that?
What's it? I can only think by his name. It's like Lynchy and Pancakes or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's Mitchell. Yep.
I've lost to him both times now, and I'm like, bro, what is this? And this week I lost to him by 0.2.
Ouch.
Oh, that's
All
funny.
because CeeDee Lamb. Well, I'm not gonna blame CeeDee Lamb. All because Dak Prescott was an idiot on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat that undefeated guy, and the prize for this one is that the winner gets a jersey from whatever team they choose.
Oh, that's a good prize.
What?
I like that.
That is a good
Mhm.
prize.
I'm like, dang, I need to win this. I need it.
What jersey are you taking? Lawrence?
I don't think I get to choose a player. I think I just get to choose the team because I don't really care. Because for me,
That's ridiculous. The player is almost more important.
Yeah.
Patrick
there's
Mahomes.
a guy who just has like a million jerseys from each team.
So does he have a Maurice Jones-Drew?
He might if I get a
There,
Mojo.
there you go.
Woo! I do love some Mojo. I will say though, oh man, I lost my train of thought. Gosh darn it! I got too excited.
I'm going to do a quick side tangent here, and then we need to go through these remainder of these matchups here. But if you could have any jersey of a current player, no, I take that back. Let's do all time and current. A jersey from the team that you cheer for. What player would it be?
Oh, real quick,
And this is for everyone here.
I remember my side tangent. I am not the person that necessarily wants a player's jersey. I would rather have like a custom jersey because honestly, it gets disappointing when you have a short team lineage and there's not been many great players. You kind of don't want any of the main roster because you don't want to just churn through jerseys. You want either a legacy player or you want a custom jersey because it's something that you can always wear.
Yeah, I understand that. Matt, you're killing me with that suggestion you just put on the... Oh, I really turned the corner by saying that, making that statement too.
All right. But McKay, whose jerseys would you get? Whose jerseys would you
Stop
get?
it. Well, clearly not any of the ones that Max was putting out there.
Gosh.
I mean, I already have a Walter Payton jersey, so honestly, probably a Devin Hester jersey. That'd be cool.
Ooh, Hester would be cool.
Yeah.
Current.
Kick it over to Tyler. Which one would you get?
Oh, what? You're not gonna.
Oh, I gotta pick current too.
Yeah, you said.
I gotta pick
past
current too?
and current.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean it like that, but yeah, okay. Current.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, no. You know what? I wouldn't hate a Romo Dunze jersey.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Pretty cool. My current take is Drake London.
Ooh.
I've been wanting a
That'd be
Drake
cool.
London jersey for a while. I really like
No.
London.
Algier. Okay, all right.
I've actually
How about
already
your
got an
second
Algier jersey. So
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I wore it on Sunday.
There you go. I like it.
So my next favorite player on that team is probably Drake London. Geez, all time.
Michael
I
Vick.
Gonzalez.
No,
Gosh.
I probably got to go with probably Taysom Hill. I realize he's a division rival, but I love that guy so much.
Gosh.
All right.
I thought you said like Antonio Gonzalez.
Julio
that would have been
Jones.
cool too.
You're gonna
have
go
a
with your own
Jones-
team.
I have a Jones jersey too.
Okay. All right.
See, I have a custom jersey with my last name on it that has never been worn.
Why?
I don't want it to get ruined. I'm thinking about putting it in a like shadow box and hanging it up on my wall.
What's the point of having a jersey if you're never gonna wear it?
I'm with Tyler on this one. I ain't putting no jersey in the shadow box.
Oh, I would. Hey, I've seen some rooms where people just have like jerseys lining the wall, and I'm just like, man, if I buy a house and have my own office, that's what I want. I want a bunch of Jaguar jerseys just lined up against my wall.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I've
you
got a
gotta
pair of
retire those jerseys after wearing them for years. It's like, oh, that was good. I remember wearing that jersey at this game. You gotta build memories with them.
Here's the thing. I would wear it if I ever went to a game.
Yeah, I wear mine every Sunday when I watch football.
It's true, and if you love it, then you set it free, Shane. You got to enjoy it while it happens, and if it really loves you, then it'll come back.
Jersey, and my Bortles jersey became ruined, and it makes me sad. Like all the patches are falling off, they're fading. I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, you can fix that.
I was gonna say, that
when you
sounds like a
retire
personal
them.
problem. That sounds like a personal problem because I've worn out my nice high quality Jackie Robinson jersey, and same thing with my Damian Lillard jersey. That's a Trailblazers jersey, by the way. Which for a while there, I was like, well, I need to get rid of this, but he's a Blazer again, so we're all good. I'm very happy. But yeah, no, I'm the same way. I've worn them out and I haven't gotten them ruined. So like I said, it sounds like a personal problem.
I will wear it when I go to a Jaguars game, and I will see if I can get it signed as well.
Mister,
No.
I've been to 12
Yeah.
or I've been to 12 NFL games.
I have been.
And why would you get him to hey, sign my jersey? It's not my jersey. It says your name on it. Like,
Do you
Yeah,
know
at that point-
how many players sign all sorts of jerseys that don't have their number on it?
I'm sure, but
At this stage, Shane, I'd be more impressed with you like making use out of that jersey by jumping into the pool at TIAA Bank Stadium
Yeah,
than getting
I'll
it
do that.
signed.
No, get if I have my custom jerseys signed by like all of my favorite Jaguar players, that'd be so cool.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
that,
that would be
I would
cool.
shadow box.
See?
I would shadow
Yeah.
box
If I
that.
got like Mojo, Fred Taylor, Josh Scobie, Paul Pazluzny. Ooh, man.
Who? Just kidding.
Oh, we have gone down that rabbit hole many a times.
All right, we got to get back on track here. Really blow through it here really quickly. Shane, Steelers or Chargers?
Chargers, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go Steelers. Matt,
Chargers.
Tyler.
Steelers.
I think it'll be
Okay,
close.
cool. We're split on the difference.
I think it'll
Yeah,
be close.
I think it'll come down to it. Cool. All right, Shane, Falcons and Colts. This is another international game.
Yep. I mean, honestly, I was hoping Tyler would take this one, but I've been saying it for weeks. I don't think the Colts are that good of a team. I think the Steelers kind of proved it. I think the Falcons are feistier than a lot of people think, and honestly, the Falcons seem to win the games that they are the underdog for. So why not? I think the Falcons might take this one away.
I'm actually going to agree with that take. I think the Falcons want a good rebound, and yeah, I think the Colts, this is where we're going to start to see the beginning of the end. I think the Falcons will get this win.
Same. I've got absolutely zero issues with that take. I just didn't think it was going to be that. I mean, it's exciting for me, but not exciting for the NFL. So
Oh, no,
no
it's
issues with
for
that.
me.
You did not expect the majority of us to take the Falcons.
No.
I want the Jaguars to win the AFC South. I'm rooting for the Falcons.
Okay,
fair.
there we go.
I don't have a first round pick this year. I want to screw over the Browns.
Well, but Matt thinks it's the Colts.
Yep. I think if Jonathan Taylor wakes up, it's over.
Okay, you got me there. You
I don't
got
think
me
If he
there.
has a
Taylor
big,
ever
if
went
he
to
has a
sleep.
big game, which he is capable of doing with the against the Falcons, it's over. If he has a 150 plus yard game, it's over. So he's
But I
a
almost wonder.
monster. So
I get that. I almost wonder, though. This is just if the Falcons were smart, I think they would look and realize that scouting report wise, the Steelers gave them the recipe for success, which
Right.
is really put the pressure on Daniel Jones and take Taylor out of the game. And look what will happen. You'll get 6 turnovers.
As they say,
Yep.
remember the Titans, you blitz all night.
Yep.
That's kind of what you need to do to beat the Colts.
fair enough.
That's fair. Okay. Tyler, all you.
Okay. I picked Rams 49ers. I think this is going to be an important game for the rest of the season. I think this is going to be this is two teams. First of all, which I think I'm kind of I'm not leaning towards an upset on this game, but I do think it'll be close. I think 49ers, to use my co-host's phrase, have been feisty and have found ways to win games when I think that they've been all over the board, sometimes with injuries and what have you. I see the Rams taking this game, but I think this will be a deciding game. I think the winner of this game is gonna have an impact on the rest of their season.
I like that.
I mean, I think.
And so far, it looks like we're all taking Rams.
McKay's not gonna because Emily would kill him.
Actually, no. Here's why I'm taking the Niners is because the Niners continue to surprise. I mean, they did it in the last game. You know, kind of these two met each other. The Niners, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like a lot of the time, you know, Shanahan just kind of seems to have that sort of thing with McVay figured out. I worry. I think Stafford is really, really good. But what my concern is for one, is Puka Nacua is still questionable at this point. You know, he did technically take an injury again within this last game. And I don't know if you guys have been looking at the injury reports or not, but Brock Purdy comes back this week.
And
I still got the Rams, though.
And that's fine. That's fine. I still think the Rams could totally win it, but I'm almost wondering at this point if now you've got Purdy back under center, Kittle's there and he's healthy, McCaffrey's there and he's healthy, and you didn't have all those pieces the last time that they beat the Rams.
I think they got to split the series on this one.
Which I can see that too. That's why I hesitated. But yeah, I'm going to take the Niners and just be the one who thinks differently in this one. Okay, all right, and I will do mine, which is Patriots and Buccaneers. Hey, yeah, Tyler, you touched on this earlier. I think this is a big game for the Patriots. They get the win on this one, then it's really going to solidify a possibility, you know, for them as far as, you know, winning their division, you know, staying well enough ahead of the Bills. Buccaneers, it's kind of a big game too. You know, hopefully they're coming back, you know, from a bye here. It looks like some of their players are healthy. Egbuka got some time to rest up. I think Bucky Irving is coming back for this game.
Bucky Irving is expected to play. Egbuka is expected to play. So
I will make one comment.
Oh boy.
Let's hear it.
Patriots have held every running team, every player to under 50 yards. So I don't think Bucky Irving's going to be relative in this game.
Well, he's still coming back from injury.
Baker, it's going to have to be Baker throwing the ball
to Egbuka
or running. Yeah, like they have to get their passing game working.
I mean, Egbuka is kind of put everybody on ice so far, so.
Yeah.
But it helps. Egbuka was kind of able to do that, though, when he had Godwin or Evans on the other side. I think we kind of know that Matt's already picking the Patriots on this one here, but Shane, go ahead.
Buccaneers.
Tyler?
The extra time to study pays off, Tyler. Remember.
I know. There's what I want, and then there's what I think.
You think the
Um,
Patriots suck and you
Tyler,
want
Tyler
revenge.
doesn't like either of these ones, though. Is the
Nope.
I
thing.
don't. I really don't. But I am gonna take the Bucks. I would prefer to see the Bucks lose. It's just all the better. But I don't know. I'm gonna take the Bucks.
I'm taking the Patriots.
Ugh, disgusting.
I believe I worry about the productivity of this team. I feel like there's been a little bit of a decline for the Buccaneers, whether the bye week does have impact on that or not. Whereas I think the Patriots, despite the little bit of shakiness they had against the Falcons, I think they're going to come back, rebound from that, and it's going to be a good win against the Buccaneers. All right, let's go into our upset of the week. You guys like that?
I like that play on the the bust of the week.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Oh boy.
My wife is so funny. She doesn't get on Instagram that often. If anything, she's a little more active on TikTok because she actually does a platform on there where she's doing things. But
Oh shoot.
Was she really?
yeah, she's you guys know she's epileptic. So what she does is she has a platform now where she is like spreading awareness and like sharing facts, statistics, stories. Really just trying to promote every element of awareness. For people struggling with epilepsy. It's pretty cool, actually. Very timely too. November is Epilepsy Awareness Week.
Yeah, I saw that on your Facebook story today.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead, check out, follow her. But where I was going with this though is on Instagram. It's kind of a thing of like, she's gonna kind of more follow like her friends and close family, not necessarily follow a ton of people. But within the last week, she's followed Benchwarmer Brand and Mega Casuals and Trevor Fanstrom and like all of those goofy comedic NFL
Is one the injury demon
influencers. Yeah, that's Mega Casuals.
dude?
She thinks he's hilarious, which
Oh.
he is pretty dang funny.
He's pretty funny.
Yeah. So anyway, that aside, all right, let's go. So back onto it. Upset of the week here, Tyler. You got one down here already.
I do. I'm leaning to the New York Giants. I think Falcons are going to win too, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't see it as a crazy upset. I see the Giants as a bigger upset.
I don't know if I see it as an upset just because the Bears aren't really that strong either. But I don't disagree with your take. I think that is a good possibility that the Giants could win that game. I don't know with how the situation is with the Bears defense. I think Jackson Dart could mess them up.
I just feel like everyone views the Giants as a team that had potential and is now broken in multiple ways. And I feel like the excitement around the Giants has died, especially with the entire energy being taken out of that locker room. But I see this as a much bigger.
The energy's there. It's just handicapped.
It's true. He's just now on the sidelines limping around.
What up, Big Blue? It's 4-4-6 in the trap.
He's on the sidelines, just in a wheelchair, just going wow.
No, he's on the sidelines in a wheelchair, but he has a helmet on and he's smacking it against one of the Gatorade coolers.
No, he has a portable brick wall that they push around and follow him, and he can just slam his head into that.
Oh, he probably got that from Antonio Brown, but speak the East.
Oh
He's
god.
gonna have a concussion coming off the sideline.
Right. Oh, first player to ever do that. Oh man, actually probably not. Have you guys ever seen that video? Again, funny side tangent here, but it's an offensive lineman, I think it is for Pittsburgh, University of Pittsburgh, Pitt, whatever it is, and he's like really upset with like how the play went, and like his teammates are trying to console him, and he's fired up and he's angry, and he grabs his helmet and he just starts slamming his head repeatedly into his helmet.
Yes.
I was literally just thinking of that.
And like all of his teammates on the sideline are like, "Oh no!" Like, you know what I mean? Like they're freaking out. That's what I'm thinking is Scadaboo. Oh man, and I think that's worth a concussion. Anyway, okay, back to it.
Scadaboo
Upset of the
being
week.
off. Give me a headbutt, Dart. Give me a headbutt.
Right, and that's what he did. My upset of the week: Cardinals beat the Seahawks.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's a pretty big one. I got Falcons taking
God.
on the Colts, honestly.
Kyler Murray's getting put on IR, which means he's probably done for the rest of the season. Jacoby Brissett, he's got a little bit of something going there as long as DeMarcado doesn't, drop the freaking ball right before he crosses the end zone. Yeah, I think they could make things really interesting and potentially, throw the Seahawks for a loop here. It's a divisional game. You never know.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
My pick is the Bills losing to Miami.
That's
That
a
would be
big
wild.
one.
Oh,
would
that
be-
would be a upset of the
That
week.
would be
What is the spread on that game?
8.5.
Oh.
The
Hey, it
worst
could be
spread-
worse.
The worst spread is
That's
9.5 with Denver and Vegas.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, that's a divisional game,
Well-
so I mean,
What is the wait? Sorry, I didn't catch it. What is Denver and
10.5?
Vegas' spread?
9.5.
9.5.
Oh no, you want no? But I did see a game today that the spread is 10.5. You guys seen which one that is? It's a college game.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Yes.
BYU and Texas Tech. The spread is 10.5 for Tech to win. Crazy. It's gonna be a crazy game on Saturday.
I hope so.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah. All right.
You do not
good thing-
hope so. You hope BYU wins out.
No, if they lose, then that means it's going to be a Holy War championship.
No, if they lose, that means you have no shot.
Nah.
Houston has to win, lose. If Houston loses this game and one more, you're in the playoffs, assuming you can win out.
Should.
That's a big assuming.
Should.
BYU would have to lose 3.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
I
Just
can't say
saying.
this
We're gonna
conversation.
Just saying.
another can of worms that I don't want to
Yeah.
get into.
So
Okay,
the
Matt,
high-low ticket. Who
Okay,
wants to take a bite at the highest ticket?
Yeah, I do. Falcons and Colts.
It is not the Falcons and Colts. Surprisingly,
Despite the fact that it's an international game. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
it's actually in the middle of the field, which is
The
crazy.
lowest, I want to say, is Panthers Saints.
Panthers Saints. Where are they at?
They're
Nope.
not the lowest.
That's
Ooh,
not-
I'm going with 49ers and Rams.
Rams. For highest,
Nope.
yeah.
That's not.
Really?
Okay. I'm gonna take another one I'm gonna take a shot at lowest here.
I got
Okay.
the second lowest if you got it.
Oh, Browns and Jets.
I'm guessing it's Browns and Jets.
Yep.
It is not.
Then it's Jaguars and Texans.
It is the Jaguars and
What?
Texans. The lowest game.
How?
$37
Shoot, I
to
need-
go
I
to
need-
that
I
game.
need to drive to Houston.
I might go to
watch
that one.
game. That is
Right?
tempting.
Yeah.
Little early birthday present to me.
And the most
I'm gonna-
expensive game,
I'm gonna take a look at Delta and United flights right now. Let's go to Houston.
right? The most expensive game of the week at $222 a ticket is Tampa
Ooh.
Bay, New England.
Sheesh.
Wow. I would have thought if not, it
Interesting.
would have been Green Bay and Philly.
Green Bay's close. It's 218. So
Well, all
yeah,
right.
no, I was shocked that it wasn't the Berlin game because usually those are like $300, $400, $500 a ticket.
Right.
Yeah.
Must be the-
Jaguars
must be
Texans
the-
so low.
Must be the Falcons' fault.
Probably our fault. We'll take it. We destroyed your team so soundly,
They
morally,
can't-
and your
they
fans so
can't,
morally that no one wanted to show up.
Oh, I just thought it's the color scheme for Atlanta that Germany can't support.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I mean,
Black. Oh my
The color
God.
scheme that I couldn't support was the Packers uniforms this past week. Ugh,
Yeah.
Those were pretty bad.
they were so bad.
All right, guys, let's go into our for the fun here. Remember, when we're doing predictions for NFL awards here at the midseason, is what we're predicting it's going to be, not our own. We'll get to that later when we do our own picks. But so let's start off here with Comeback Player of the Year award. We're going to go down the line. Tyler, you're already filling it in right now, so why don't you just go down the board and tell us what your picks are?
Oh, I am still. Maybe don't give me full freedom yet. I'm still going through rosters
You
and
got
stuff.
full freedom right now.
tell you what, I'll go first because I've already got my picks pulled up here. So
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
my prediction for Comeback Player of the Year award will go to Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
My Coach of the Year award will go to Mike Vrabel. My Defensive Rookie of the Year award will go to Carson Schwetzinger for the Browns. Offensive Rookie of the Year award will be Jackson Dart. Defensive Player of the Year award, Myles Garrett. Offensive Player of the Year award, Jonathan Taylor. And Most Valuable Player award, this one's tough, but I'm going to stick with Josh Allen for repeat.
Ugh, stupid quarterback award.
Yeah.
I know. Yawn fest.
I
My
hate
list-
it so bad.
Yeah. So my list is exactly what McKay just said, with one exception.
Oh?
Drake May is MVP.
Correct.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Like it's a long shot, but if he can make it to the Super Bowl, like why not?
His odds are higher. His odds are higher than some.
Yeah,
his
stats are really good.
But Matt, you
like
gotta
his
remember,
completions.
in the voting before Super Bowl and happens, and I think they even ended before playoffs start, right?
Yeah, which
thought
did
they were
help him,
voting-
honestly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I could see it just because he's having a good year compared to everyone else. He is the standout
Sam
based on
Darnold isn't?
stats. Nope. He's second with overall stats.
I mean, those
Yeah.
are people that just look at the stats.
So let me
That's-
ask you this. Do you think it could come down to who wins between the Patriots and the Bills and whatever that game is coming up, week
No.
whatever?
No,
That won't decide who's player of the year?
For me, I think the biggest thing that hurts Drake May for the MVP odds is that his team has had the easiest schedule this year.
Oh, that happened with the Chiefs plenty when Mahomes won it.
Yeah, but I mean, how much is Mahomes plastered everywhere compared to how much of Drake May is plastered everywhere?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, Tyler, hit us with your award predictions.
Okay. Come back, Dak Prescott. Coach, Vrabel. Defensive rookie, Abdul Carter. Offensive rookie, Jackson Dart. Gotta agree there. I do like Jackson Dart as the rookie of the year. I think he's done awesome. Defensive player, Myles Garrett, especially after Sack Nation that he just had. Offensive player of the year, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Dude's been insane, and I think the Seahawks are just going to do even more with him. I think he's going to look even better in the second half of the season. And MVP, my boy Joshy Allen.
Okay.
I like it. And Shane?
Oh, I'm next. I get the honors now.
I think you're the last one, buddy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So for MVP, I think it's tough. I definitely think that Josh Allen is probably the front runner, and I think that's the easiest one. I know I'm going in like a weird order, but this is just what I have pulled up. MVP, I feel like it was going to be Josh Allen repeating, but I personally would love to see Sam Darnold sneak his way up there, and I think he can. Any objections? Nothing? Quiet?
For comeback player of the year?
No, for MVP.
Oh, okay, yeah. For some reason, I was thinking you were saying comeback player of the year, and I was like, he had a good year last year. That can't count.
No, for MVP.
Just because it ended
Yeah.
slow.
So
Yeah.
I'll try to go in order.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would vote for him for MVP. if
Yeah, I
he's
would
in that
too.
discussion.
Mhm.
Like I like him as a pick.
I think he has one of the worst odds out of like the top 5 or 6 though.
Yeah, but I mean, we still have a lot of game to go. I think the second half of the year is far more important than the first half.
Comeback player of the year, I agree. It's gonna be CMC. I don't think there's really a question on that.
Really?
Yeah. Coach of the year. This may be kind of hot, but I think if things turn good and stay good despite the injuries, I could see Liam Cohen possibly winning Coach of the Year.
Oh boy.
I'm saying that because they've already passed the amount of wins they got last year, and the team has looked abysmal and has been on a decline. And I think if he elevates this and brings it up, I think it's a good contender. My second pick would honestly be Mike Vrabel, though. I'm a realist. I'm keeping an eye on things. I even had odds pulled up and was looking at things. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Ugh, I'm not great with the rookies. I'll probably just agree with the Abdul Carter. Offensive Rookie, Jackson Dart. I think he's by far the best rookie playing so far. None of the receivers have stood out too much. None of the running backs have stood out too much. All the other quarterbacks kind of suck, and Scadaboo got hurt. So,
Yeah.
I'm saying how it is. Defense Player of the Year, I think I agree with Myles Garrett. Tyler, I actually agree with you a lot on a lot of this, and then Offensive Player of the Year, JSN. Or
Sweet.
JSN or Jonathan Taylor. I want to see JSN, even though I think Taylor might get it. But there's still time. There's still time. It got really quiet all of a sudden.
Well, I think we're agreeing with you, but yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up here, wouldn't you say?
I think so.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We've had some good conversations. We talked about jerseys that we would like to have. We talked about awards.
Even though you guys skipped over me and wanted to ignore me,
I
it's
was skipped over
fine.
too, Matt. I mean, only Tyler and McKay got to talk about theirs.
I know, it's jacked up.
I mean, I'm
It's like
pretty
we're
sure
not
that you would
important.
pick Brady for yours.
No.
You
I would
gotta
have
I
have
had
one.
forgot Matt
jersey
was
from
on
him.
this podcast.
Oh, if you didn't have a
He wants to
Brady
be quiet.
jersey,
Which is saying something.
I even have one step better. I actually have a game worn Brady jersey
oh boy.
from the
Ooh.
AFC
So let me get this straight.
days
You have a
in the Pro Bowl.
game-worn Brady jersey, but you've never been
From
to a
the Pro
Patriots
Bowl.
game.
Correct.
I
I got
Was
it
it worn
from
by Brady?
I have questions.
Yeah. It was so my wife's boss had it in his possession and he was getting rid of everything. He's like, yeah, you can have it. I don't care about football anymore.
What?
I was like, what's the story behind this? And he's like, oh, it was during I have to look up the year because it's been a minute since I actually looked up the year on the tag. But it was one of the jerseys they kept for halftime just in case his jersey got all messed up. They would swap it out. So it wasn't the one he wore, but it was
The one that he was.
I don't know what they're called. Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
The backup.
It's like an alternate jersey or
Backup
something.
jersey?
Backup jersey, something like that.
Jersey.
So I was like, oh, that's dope.
That's
So-
sweet.
Yeah, so I already have that one. But if I all-time great from my team, I would probably want to get a Ty Law jersey.
I mean, you could choose any jersey, honestly.
I think I would still do Ty Law. He was kind of a beast. And then current, I'll probably do Will Campbell.
Okay. For me,
Cool.
all-time jersey, I'm torn between two because I technically have a Mojo, but it is old and not like an official jersey. I'm torn between either Fred Taylor, who was the Lightning to Mojo's Thunder, or I would go with the Troy Polamalu one because I love Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
Current?
Like
Current. Oh man. See, I look at my team and I'm just like, I would have said BTJ, but he's been really bad this year and it makes me hesitant. I don't know. Maybe a Devin Lloyd jersey because he's been great this year, and McKay would actually like that jersey a little bit because he told me all about how great Devin Lloyd is.
Yeah, I mean, Matt could back that up too.
Yep.
Yeah, he was solid in college.
He was.
And
If I had to pick someone
till he got hurt.
Yeah. If I had to pick a current jersey non-Patriot, I'd probably do Baker Mayfield.
Oh,
Yeah.
Baker gonna bake.
And I'd probably do, if it was current, I'd probably do like a Cam Scadaboo jersey. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'd take Josh Allen's rivalry jersey. That thing is sweet looking.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited for next year to get my rivalry jersey. Because I think, McKay, I think you and me are both up next year.
I believe so.
And you guys know what they look like, right?
No, because they haven't released them yet.
No, they don't release them.
Okay, so it
Till
hasn't
the
been
summer
released
before.
yet. Okay.
Yeah, McKay, you and me get our rivalry jerseys next year.
Good deal. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm gonna try to get one. I need to be prepared because apparently this year is sold out real fast.
They make a limited amount?
I mean, they
That
make
seems
a limited
silly.
amount for
That
a
doesn't
lot of
sound
stuff.
like the That doesn't sound like the NFL store.
Oh yes, it does.
No, past years they'll sell out of, but current years, they're not going to stop people from buying their stuff.
I mean, they'll sell out and then they'll probably make more. I mean, oh gosh,
That's true. They'll probably make
now you're
more.
gonna make me go check to see if the NFL shop actually has NFL rivalry jerseys currently. Or we're just gonna do Bills because one of the Bills had the coolest ones. Rivalries. They still have some in stock. Dang, the Josh Allen one, $190.
Good heavens. Are they all the same
Wow.
price, or is that one more expensive?
That one's one of the more expensive ones. There's technically two Josh Allen jerseys. I don't know what the difference is between the two. They literally look the exact same to me. It's probably just like the quality that they're making it with.
Oh yeah, because one's the embroidered and one's the print.
Yep, that's what it is. Not gonna lie though, that embroider looks sweet. Yeah, there's a big difference between the two. So 190 for the big fancy one, or 140 for the normal one that kind of looks like a t-shirt. Oh, it is a t-shirt. That's kind of lame. Alright, but with that will wrap us up for the night.
Good deal. Fun episode. A lot of good stuff to talk about. And I guess we'll see how this week goes.
Yep. Have a good night,
Yep.
everybody.
Have a good